Hey guys, it's Jessica and we're doing another electric palette tutorial. This one is a little bit more out there. I don't know if you'd want to wear it in public or anything, but we are going to be using this whole bottom row of colors, and then we're going to be using Gonzo, and okay, so we're going to be using this whole bottom row of colors. We're also going to be using this silver, this blue, and this blue-green shade. So we're using all of the colors except for two. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this tutorial. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. This is kind of what you're gonna get. And yeah, here's the tutorial. Okay guys, so first you're gonna want to prime your lid, and I'm using Lorac Pro, Lorac Behind the Scenes Primer. And yeah, these shades are just so pigmented, you're definitely gonna want to prime your lids pretty well. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Foxy from the Naked 2 palette. You can use any like skin toned color shade, but I'm using this one. And I'm just going to put it over the primer. That way our other colors will go on a little bit smoothly. I'm also using the brush that came with the Naked 2 palette to do this. Okay, now using the brush that this palette came with, I'm going to go into the shade Gonzo, which is a teal color, a teal blue. It's right here. It's pretty matte. And we're just going to focus this on our crease, and for me a little bit above my crease. Don't worry about being too precise because we'll fix any mistakes you make. Now we're going to take this smaller side of the brush, I call it like a smudger side. It's not focusing, but we're going to go into the shade Freak, which is a really nice kind of grassy green shade, a little lighter than grass, I would say. And we're just going to put that in the inner corner. This is where you're going to want to be a little bit more precise, I would say. We're bringing it about halfway in, and yeah, just layer that color on. We want it to be pretty pigmented and pretty bright. Now we're going to go in with the shade Thrash, which is like that yellow-green shade, and we're just going to go over the green just right in the inner corner. Don't shake it too far onto the lid. We just want the shade on the inner corner and the waterline, kind of. And then we're going to go back in with the shade Freak and just go over it. It's just going to lighten up the shade Freak a little bit. We're going to go in with the small side again, and we're just going to take the shade Fringe, which is a nice teal shade. It's basically a like satin or more shiny finish of the shade Gonzo, which we used in the crease. And we're just going to put this in the center of the lid and out. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. Alright, and this shade doesn't have to be perfect either. Alright, go back into Freak, I forgot to do this, and just put that green over like that. Because we want that to be pretty, green. Okay. Now we're going to take the shade Urban, which is a dark purple shade right here, and we're just going to put this on the outer edge and kind of build it up on the outer portion of the lid. This is just going to darken up that. Also, you're going to want to kind of decide how you're going to want your shadow to look on this side, because it's going to be important here very, very soon. So yeah, just go ahead and put Urban there. We will make it look a little bit better later on, so don't worry too much about it. But we're also going to want to bring it in the crease. And we're going to bring it in, oh, I forgot to do Chaos, my bad. We're going to bring it in about to there, to right here, and I don't know, it just looks pretty. There's not really any rhyme or reason to why we're doing that, it just looks pretty. Alright, now make sure you wipe that brush off pretty well and go into Chaos. And I forgot this step, so that's why we're adding it. It's gonna go right before the purple, just right here. Like, hopefully you can see that. It's just going there, and then we're gonna bring it into the crease above the purple. You should do this step before you do the purple, but I messed up a little bit, so I'm sorry. But yeah, we're just bringing it in just as much as the purple shade, and have it be a little more noticeable too. Alright. I know it looks pretty messy right now, but we're going to fix that, so don't stress out. We're going to take the shade Urban with the fluffier side of the brush now, and that's the purple shade. And this is where we're going to kind of fix up the shape of your eyeshadow. So I like to have a little bit of a wing kind of look, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just layering it until I get the desired look. To kind of soften up this look a little bit and help blend things out, I'm going to take the shade Jilted, which is this light purple shade here. And I'm just going to take this and put it above everything and kind of into the Gonzo shade. Forgot what the shade was called. Alright, and then just wipe the brush off. Okay, so then after you do that, just wipe the brush off a little bit, and then just kind of blend everything in just like that. It's gonna make everything look a little bit softer since it looks a little harsh. Lastly, we're gonna take the shade Revolt, which is just this silvery shade right here, and it's very glittery, and that's gonna be like our highlight shade. I don't know, it's just gonna bring everything together. Now, I'm gonna line my eyes, but I'm gonna use the palette because the shadows are so pigmented that you can use them to line as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use Fringe in the, like, after the green freak shade. I'm going to go ahead and use Fringe. After Fringe, right on the outer corner, I'm going to go ahead and go into Chaos and connect it like that. And make sure I get it where I want it to. Like, I want it right on the outer corner. Okay, like right here. And then just connect it to the winged out area as well. And then I'm also going to take the shade Urban and put it in that same place. And this will really just help connect everything together and make it look like it belongs. So it should look something like that. And you can bring it all the way in if you want, but I'm not going to. And yeah, you can use liquid liner on your upper lash line as well, but I'm not going to do that either because I'm going to want my eyelashes to show when I put mascara on. So yeah, now you're just going to want to finish doing your makeup and your mascara and your eyebrows, and it'll look way better. And I know my eyebrows are pretty crazy, so I will be back once I put all the rest of my makeup on. Alright guys, so here's the finished look. It is pretty crazy, and it's pretty intense, but it's pretty. I really like this look actually. Just the more I play with colors, the more I like the looks, but probably wouldn't leave the house wearing this look. I think this look is more for, like, you know, New Year's Eve or something fun, you know, Mardi Gras maybe. But yeah, it is really pretty and it was fun to do, and it looks really nice and beautiful and everything. So yeah, I mean, I like it for those reasons. But yeah. So that's the finished eye look, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys have any requests, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!